So guys, I feel like I did a vlog about Cebu blue the other day because I was wearing blue, but I wanted to like redo it again today because literally today I'm wearing a Cebu blue shirt, but uh, I'm tired and I already forgot what to say about it, so I'm just gonna put this on intro with my Cebu blue shirt for this Cebu blue plant vlog. I'll try to make this very quick vlog about Cebu blue because I've been wanting to make a vlog about Cebu blue because I couldn't find someone from Cebu talking about Cebu blue. And also I think my friend was it like June or May, made a Cebu plant barter community Facebook group, and he made me one of the admins. And it's like because of I think it was at the time that the hype of Monstera was really huge, that like every day, at least on my side, I probably get to approve posts, at least like a minimum of 5 posts asking for ID of their Epipremnum Pinnatum if it's a Monstera. So can you like imagine, like even today there's still like probably 1 or 3 posts asking for ID for their Epipremnum Pinnatum. And so there's a discussion about that, and then some people will say like, that's they will call it the cheaper version of Monstera, the Epipremnum Pinnatum, or they sometimes commonly call it a Cebu blue, though Cebu blue is, oh, I'll discuss it later. So it kind of like, being a Cebuana, it kind of like triggered me, like seriously, cheaper version of Monstera. Never mind, so I'm triggered, right? They will call Cebu blue as the cheaper version of Monstera. Why it's just so wrong. So I've been wanting to make a vlog about it and to show like the different types, not really Cebu blue, but you know, the different types of the Epipremnum Pinnatum that I was able to find when I was looking for the Cebu blue. So disclosure or something, the only legit Cebu blue in this vlog is me, because I'm wearing Cebu and I'm wearing blue and I'm in Cebu, so Cebu blue. It's so corny. So let's start with, so the first time I came to know about Cebu blue was like last year when SM Grocery was sorry, I keep touching my face mask, was displaying different photos. So basically my plant, whatever plant I have, like my plant collection, if ever you want to call it collection, is majorly based on whatever is sold, whatever is in display on SM Grocery. So at that time, I think they have the photos kind of collection, so they display all sorts of photos. So I bought all those sorts of photos. So I got, it's also from SM. I love this plant. Number one, I need to repot this. So I bought there was a, I think this is Enjoy, but now it kind of looks like whatever. This one is Pearl Marble Queen. They also was selling this, which I thought was pothos, but then later on it's actually not pothos. And then yeah, I already have the golden pothos, so I did not buy it. And then this one, the green one, which I thought was jade pothos. So this one, this used to be so lush, but during the last month a lot of friends are coming over, and so I gave away the cuttings. So I thought this is the jade pothos, and then the neighbor gave me a jade pothos, and it's like, oh, they don't kind of look the same. Pothos that the neighbor gave me So it's more round, right? So I thought, oh, what pothos is this? It probably is a different pothos. It's now, if you let it climb, it's now huge. I'm like having a monstera thanks to the tilas. So that's when I kind of start like research. Okay, I don't research about plants, so this was like one of those times that I like research, oh, what are different types of pothos. And then that's when I found out that there's actually a Cebu blue pothos, and I was like, oh, cool, right? It's just amazing that, you know, there's a plant named after your province, your home. So I was like, oh, cool. So, but I cannot confirm that this is Cebu blue. So the first thing I did was find some friends, but it's kind of like out of the radar kind of thing. And even if you search it in Google, there's like very few literature talking about Cebu blue. And if there are people or there are literature made about it, it's by its foreigners, not really someone from Cebu. So sorry, I did not do more research on that. Okay, so the first thing I did to confirm that it was a Cebu blue was that I went to Shopee and find and search on Cebu blue, and there a plant showed up, and it said Cebu blue dragon tail Epipremnum Pinnatum. So I bought that. I bought the juvenile form and the mature form, and so here it is. So this is my second Cebu blue. This is the juvenile form. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I kind of neglected this. Oh, and this one, what happened? No, so sorry. So this is the juvenile form of the dragon tail Cebu blue cotton coat, because that time I just like trusted what was labeled on Shopee. Okay, this is actually super lush. The thing is, you know, I like it went through a lot of cuttings, so I don't think parang murasyak. And this is the mature form. It's now so huge. It actually was just like this big, and it has like 3 branches, and it has 3 branches. Then I cut some of them because there were like, it was like going everywhere, so I cut it and tried to train it to just like so. This is my second Cebu blue. I thought quote unquote Cebu blue, but it is not. Yeah, but some commented on my Instagram post that Cebu blue must have like silvery thing. I think it was Coco Plant Girl that commented that Cebu blue must be silvery. It really must be silvery. So it kind of like, oh, to like look into it more, and so I researched. I actually find another one that's a silver grayish form of that, and so I get back to it, bought it, and got one. I got one from, I think it was Jensen, a seller in Jensen. Like, so I bought like 2 because I wanted to get a more juvenile and a mature. The thing was, the juvenile was not so juvenile because she said she ran out of stock on it. So the second closest to juvenile. So this is the kinda juvenile form. Sorry, it's super sad. This one, I honestly tried. Okay, so I put this beside the tree so it will like climb up the tree, but the thing is, it just did not. Like, it produces a lot of runner, like runner. I got okay, whatever, I just let it be until it finally found its way to the corral. So there, it likes the corral better than the kahoy. So if you look at it, it's kind of silvery. I'll show you now to the more mature form. So this is like what confuses me with Cebu blue, because this one is not, if you look at it, it's not really that, the silver here is not so pronounced. But this one, this is the mature form that I bought, this one is like really silver. So I mean they came from the same seller, but this one is really more silver, and I think it has to do that I put it like under like a lot of shade, and the other one is kind of like exposed to more sun. So yes, ganahan gud sila og coral. For some reason dito siya nipadung sa coral. So that's when like confusion kind of arises, because when sometimes people would ask to ID for me to ID. And the thing is, malibog yun ko, cause sometimes it kind of looks silvery, but it's not that silvery. So it's hard sometimes to tell if it's like a Cebu blue or not, unless like the silver is so pronounced. But then if you notice it, like this one is really silver, and my other Cebu blue, okay, let's just assume that it's really Cebu blue, is kind of not, yung silver is not so pronounced. So sometimes like when people ask me to ID it, it's like, oh, okay, I cannot like say right away if it's the silver is not so pronounced. Because if you look at this one, if you kind of like try to like insist on it, it kind of is like a silvery in it, or making a bluish in it. See? But if you compare this to this, yeah, it's kind of like not so different, right? And then this is the second, yeah, Epipremnum type, which is easy to distinguish because it's really green compared to this one. So you can easily like, yeah, like rule this out that this is not Cebu blue. But this is the one that sometimes is like kind of confusing. After the mature form of this one, which I also got from SM. Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh my god. And so this one. But if you like just take it alone as it is, yeah, that's when it kind of get confusing. So guys, that's it. If this vlog does not make it clear for you on how to spot Cebu blue, okay, you're on the right track. So I mean, my point is, if you're confused on how to like ID a Cebu blue, don't worry, you're not alone. Because until now I couldn't really say it unless there's some like scientific research done on it, that I would say that this is how you spot a Cebu blue. I got my Cebu blue pothos last year, so there was like a time that I was like really like into it, like what is this, blah, blah, and then it just did not end, so I kind of like stopped just knowing about it and just like, oh, whatever it is, I don't care anymore if it's Cebu blue or not. So until now I'm still confused. And then later on, like the pandemic happens and people are like really into plants, and then more of people are like looking into Cebu blue, and then a lot of things like they said you have to like look into the veining, how they split, whatever to. So I'll end this before it gets too confusing. Bye from the Dragon Tail.